Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about Scorpio in the second house. So what does it mean when we have Scorpio in the second house in our birth chart? This is the D1 birth chart in Vedic astrology that I'm talking about, or if you're a Western astrologer, or use Western astrology, which is less accurate, then it would be the second house. So so let's get into it. So Libra in the second house. Well, we need to understand what what am I talking about today? Scorpio in the second house. So we need to understand what Scorpio means and what the second house means. So before we jump into all that, just like to let you guys know that I'm having some massive sales going on and some discounts going on. So if you want my self-transformation course, you can get it right here, patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. If you want my cosmic qigong course, you can get it right here, same place, patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. I also do Vedic astrology readings. I also do distance energy healing, career and life coaching. I am a support group facilitator, and you can get my energy work courses. So so I just started doing distance energy healing, and my Vedic astrology readings are no longer on sale, so you'll have to pay full price for those if you want one. So my distance energy healing I just started. You can go to linktree/Gebo the Shaman to find the distance energy healing and all my links, actually. I am a life coach. I am a career coach. So if you want a one-on-one, one-time session with me, then you can go to linktree/Gebo the Shaman. So I offer one-time coaching where you can find out what your soul wants. You can find your soul desire, and I can help you do that. I'm also a career coach, or I'm also a life coach, so you can work with me monthly, bi-monthly, or weekly. And then I'm also a support group facilitator, so each week we have 5 people who meet once a week for an hour and a half, and that's actually a really, really good price to get my time, because it's only $80 a month, and it's 4 sessions, so that's a really good deal. An hour and a half, it's about $20 per hour and a half session, so it's really good. And then of course I have the energy work courses and stuff like that, so all my links are available at linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Okay, so let's talk about Scorpio in the second house. Well, what is Scorpio? Scorpio is the sign of major, massive transformation. It's birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses, sudden changes, sudden transformations. And it also has to do with the psychology of a person. So your psychology is the sign of Scorpio. Some people would call this the what is it called? The shadow side, the shadow work kind of thing. It's really really good. So then what's the second house? Well, the second house has to do with things like your income, your finances, your prosperity, your basically the income that you get like every single month. Like it's kind of related to your bank account, because we all have a certain amount in our bank account, and that amount gets added to and subtracted from. It's, all that stuff. But second house is also your intake, so eating food, drinking water, things like that, which I'm about to do. So give me a second, because I can feel my throat going. Okay, so yeah, second house is the nourishment that you get from your mother, your mother's milk, the family values, your family values, your heritage, your lineage, your family traditions and things like that. So yeah, it's really good. It's really really it's like, it's almost like kind of has to do with your finances and your income and stuff like that. But it also has to do with your, let me pause this for a second. Sorry about that, guys. My dog went crazy. And that's the sign of Scorpio for you. Just sudden stuff that happens. But yeah, the second house is all about your material possessions as well. Your possessions, your things like that, like your personal items, like your clothes and whatever. Yeah, so then we have the so we have Scorpio in the second house. So what could happen when we have Scorpio in the second house? Well, sudden shifts in your income, sudden shifts in your like possessions and things like that. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of someone with this placement could have like a gun collection or something. Or something like that. I know because I have this placement and I was that way for a long time. Had a big gun collection. Now I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'm over it. But yeah, that was a big part of my life. And like, because the second house is your material possessions, and the sign of Scorpio is all about, birth, death, sex, transformation. Like, it's like this like darker energy kind of thing. So yeah, interesting stuff. So and then let's see what else. So someone with this placement would probably, like, their finances might be out of control. They might spend a lot. They might not know how to deal with their finances and stuff like that. Yeah, they might impulsively spend, being like a shopaholic or something like that, where they spend in order to make themselves feel better, and psychologically, things like that. So yeah. So if you have this placement, that means that you are a Libra ascendant. So I would check out my video on the Libra ascendants, because that'll give you a better idea of every single house in your chart. So yeah. And then we have Scorpio in the second house. We have, it's just going to be like kind of a ups and downs, kind of like, if you have this placement, you could probably do well with like gambling maybe, but then again, that's kind of sketchy because it could, like, you could get addicted to it easily and it could ruin your life. So it's kind of one of those things where you gotta check yourself, you know, are you going to be one of those people who learns all about it and masters it and lets it and you know, has control over it, or are you going to be one of those people who just impulsively just goes to the casino, like bets on horses, bets bets on everything, bets on games, but you know, whatever, and you don't have any control over it? Are you going to be one of those one of those people who you know, has to get a bookie who beats them up every time they, you know, don't pay up? I mean, it can be a really can be a really challenging placement, you know, if you're impulsively spending, if you're doing these destructive things and stuff. So yeah, it just kind of, you really gotta watch that. And so yeah. Anything else I can say about this placement? I don't think so. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you guys would like to get my self-transformation course, you can get it here at patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. You can go to the same place and get my Cosmic Qigong course. I have my astrology readings available, my Vedic astrology readings. I have distance energy healing. I have my career coaching. You can get a one-time career coaching session with me, and or you can do like a monthly life coaching session. I also do support groups, so I also facilitate support groups, and where we talk about our feelings and how to deal with them, and it's also a source of empowerment for a lot of people. So yeah, I'll be working with you to help you empower yourself. I also do energy work courses and stuff like that. I also have a course on my Patreon site that is all about emotional awareness, and so you can check that out. Alright guys, so I have courses starting at as low as like $15 a month, which is like nothing. You could skip three coffees, 3 Starbucks coffees, and pay for that, you know, easily. So yeah, so I think that's about it, all I have to say here. So I'll go ahead and end it, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace.